Hey Cobra Kai fans, welcome back to Cobra Kai Nation. So there is a new season 4 cast listing on IMDb for season 4 episode 4, and we're going to get into this video. But before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to Cobra Kai Nation if you want to stay up to date with Cobra Kai content, and of course smash 10k. And here we go. So the cast listing is as follows. You have Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, of course, but these two at the bottom are the interesting parts, because Tim Blanchard is playing a character in the All Valley Karate Board as a member, but he's uncredited, and Preston Todd is playing someone called ND Karate Kid. Now I don't know what the ND really means, but it's interesting that we have a board member. Now the fact we have an All Valley Karate Board member, that means that we are going to see the All Valley Karate Board in the 4th episode. And remember, the last time we actually saw the All Valley Karate Board was back in episode 7 of season 1, titled All Valley. And remember, we saw Ron, we saw Daniel, who was part of the All Valley Karate Board, and he was trying to stop Johnny Lawrence from unbanning Cobra Kai. And we know exactly how that turned out. However, and we know this is going to be the 4th episode, as it says right there, and it's interesting to see who's actually going to be part of this episode. Now it's early days, so we're not going to see a full casting until near the time, but I assume we might even see the likes of Terry and Kreese, because remember, they were banned from the tournament. But I'm really curious to see what they do with that. Now I think Daniel is going to be part of this, and he's going to try and stop Terry and Kreese from getting back into the tournament, because remember, they were banned, and that's something I'm still unsure about. Because remember, Johnny unbanned Cobra Kai, but did he unban Kreese and Terry Silver?
Lifetime ban on Cobra Kai for the unethical and unsportsmanlike conduct shown by senseis Terry Silver, John Kreese, and their student Mike Barnes.
Well, there you have it.
It's still unclear, but this board member might actually be someone we haven't seen prior to season 1 or 2. Now this board member that was listed is someone we haven't seen before, so it's probably a bigger board, or it could even be someone who recently joined the All Valley Karate Board. And I'm curious who exactly this person is and what their role is going to be. But the fact that they're in episode 4 means that we will see the Karate Board in this episode. And remember, we haven't seen these guys since episode 7 of season 1. Unlike Ron, who we've seen recently in season 3 episode 8, and he obviously said to Daniel that the karate tournament was under jeopardy. Now the second casting, Preston Todd, who's playing someone called ND Karate Kid, uncredited. I'm not entirely sure what this ND stands for. I'm not entirely sure, but the fact is Karate Kid. Perhaps it's just someone that's at the tournament and he's just wearing uniform and he's part of a karate dojo, but still unsure with that. But no matter what, these two castings really do suggest that we're going to see the Karate Board in the 4th episode. And I think it makes sense, because we're curious how they're going to have the tournament back and if it's going to be mid-season or not. And would we actually see Kreese with Terry Silver at the All Valley Karate Board this time? Because remember, they never turned up, but Kreese did turn up at the committee meeting to make sure that the tournament gets reinstated. Although he didn't do anything, he of course had to come and defend himself. But I really hope we see Daniel trying to stop Terry and Kreese getting back in the tournament, and maybe they'll bribe the All Valley Karate Board. But Daniel knows them well, so maybe Daniel will stop this. And I really feel that Daniel and Johnny will team up even more, although they already are teaming up. But this is going to bring them even closer, knowing that these two are going to try and jeopardize the tournament. Now Terry and Kreese obviously haven't been around each other for a while, as we've seen, but going into the All Valley Karate Board with this tension could really make an interesting scene. And perhaps they try and get themselves unbanned, but maybe they bribe the All Valley Karate Board behind Daniel's back. It would be interesting to see this happen, and I would love to see that, because this is something we've never seen, something that's quite extreme within the tournament. And of course, Cobra Kai had never been dirty like that in the tournament. Although they did cheat when it came to the fighting, they were never doing anything to influence the board or even the refs. So could you imagine if this happens and that's how they get unbanned from the tournament?
Unethical and unsportsmanlike conduct shown by senseis Terry Silver, John Kreese, and their students.
So you hear that clearly, that Terry and John Kreese have been banned from the tournament, including Mike Barnes. But of course, Cobra Kai has been unbanned. But surely Terry Silver and John Kreese have to argue their cases to be unbanned from the tournament. And of course, they're going to be sly and definitely work their way into it and definitely argue the case that Cobra Kai has changed. And Kreese has control of Cobra Kai fully, of course, in season 3. And he's got Robbie on his side, and he definitely has a plan, because he suggested that they do this the old-fashioned way, the tournament.
Why don't we settle this the old-fashioned way?
tournament.
Surely this means he has a backup plan or is ready to bring Silver to finally help him, because he wanted to get Cobra Kai back, and now that he has it, he needs Terry to really help him when it's necessary. And of course, this is a perfect opportunity for Kreese to strike, and I think this is definitely going to be interesting going forward with how Kreese take Cobra Kai and make them champions along with Terry Silver, which isn't going to be an easy journey and is definitely going to be an insane one. I really think they're going to win the tournament, but for the sake of story and for the fact that there's going to be something of a cheat, I feel. And Cobra Kai aren't going to win it fair and square. It's Cobra Kai. But no matter what, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this news. Make sure to like the video. I'd like to hear what you guys think, so make sure to comment down below your thoughts, and of course subscribe to Cobra Kai Nation for more content. And as always, thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.